Hello everybody, this is Tiffany from National Charter University, and this is our 8th listening strategy video. And the topic today is a good structure. So for this topic, we're actually going to divide the video into two parts. The first part is video A, which is today's. We're going to talk about opening, body, and ending. The next video, which is video B, is going to focus on main ideas and supporting details. Okay, so why are we learning this structure? The structure is often followed in academic topics like TED videos or listening tests. Think back to some of those TED videos that I showed you before. Have you realized there is a pattern to those videos? It's always starting with an opening, or sometimes we call it introduction, followed by many bodies, and then finally coming to an ending or a conclusion. So the benefit of knowing this structure is when you are listening to academic talks, you can understand them faster and easier. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, what is a good structure? Basically, you have an opening and an ending holding the body, the actual information of the talk. You can think of this structure like a yummy hamburger. Two yummy fresh buns holding the juicy meat, lettuce, tomatoes, cheese, or whatever you like to put into your hamburger together. All right. Okay, so now let's go ahead and look into more detail. The opening should grab the listener's attention. Some start with a question or an interesting statement, a well-known quotation, or even a joke. Yes, you can use jokes. In hamburger terms, the bun should be fresh and soft, not stale and dry. The body should provide the actual information with good flow. Many talks follow a paragraph format of a topic sentence, then following the many supporting details. Of course, there are also transitions and discourse markers that guide the listener. In a hamburger, the meat, the lettuce, the tomatoes are the paragraphs, and the ketchup or the mustard are the transitions or discourse markers. Don't worry though, we will introduce more about this in the next video. The last is the ending, the message the audience should remember. Depending on the type of talk, some might refer back to the beginning or just summarize the main points. Some talks would actually give food for thought to the listener or even call the listener to action. Go, 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 you can do this. Some other talks like to give a final thought or emotion so they can make an impact in the listeners' lives. So basically, back to our hamburger metaphor, a big hamburger should have a good bottom bun to hold everything together, to make the talk whole. There you have it. That's the structure of a good hamburger. I mean, the structure of a good talk. All right. Good talk. Yeah, not hamburger. Good talk. All right. So the next part, we're going to go ahead and do some practice. For practice, you're going to watch a video and try to outline the structure of the talk. So go ahead, open your browser and find this TED video, What Makes a Good Hero. Watch the video and listen carefully to the structure. You can use this chart to help you organize the outline, see if you can identify which part is the opening, which are the bodies, and which is the ending. After you're done, come back to me and we can check if you got it right, okay? So go ahead and pause me in 3, 2, 1, all right. Okay, so now that you have unpaused me, that probably means you already finished the outline, and this is my version, so you can go ahead and compare. All right, so the opening, right? The opening always starts from the beginning up until about the first minute or so. I think about here.
Begins and ends in the hero's ordinary world, but the quest passes through an unfamiliar, special world. Along the way, there are some key events. Think about your favorite book or movie. Does it follow this pattern?
Yeah, about here, right? So not only do you know that the talk is going to talk about the hero's journey, but they also try to grab your attention with a lot of questions, right? A lot of questions for you to think about, and also some examples like Frodo, or Harry Potter. So it's trying to like make you want to continue to watch the video. Okay, all right. Okay, so now for the body. All right, so in the chart, I actually kind of already gave it away that there are going to be 3, so it probably made it easier for you to follow. But anyway, let's go ahead and start with body number 1. So body number 1 was the biggest part of this talk, right? It actually gave you the key events. There were a total of 11 of them, and they try to explain so that you can understand what these 11 different patterns or events were. Okay, so that would have been from here up until about 2 minutes and about 40 seconds here, I
12 o'clock,
think.
status quo, but upgraded to a new level. Nothing is quite the same once you're a hero. Many popular books and movies
right? Okay, and then they go on to the next sentence.
follow this ancient formula pretty closely.
Yeah, many popular books follow this ancient formula pretty closely.
Let's see how well Hunger Games fits the hero's journey.
And then they talk about the Hunger Games would be the start of the second body, right? They use Hunger Games as an example to see if Katniss Everdeen does actually match these 11 different patterns. And obviously it does, right? Okay, so that's body 2. And then they move on to body number 3. Body number 3 would be up here up until about 312. It's very short, about here.
You get the idea. What do you have in common with Harry Potter, Katniss Everdeen, and Frodo? Well, you're human.
Yeah, so what do you have in common? So obviously they want to make a connection between you are human too, so you can be a superhero too. Yeah. Okay, so that part they say, you know, maybe it's love, maybe it's a project, something that is hard for you, but you go do it, then you're a superhero as well, right? And of course, then they go to the ending, which is from here up until, 4 minutes, I think, around here.
Dragons or fight Voldemort, but you face problems just as scary. Joseph Campbell said, "In the cave you fear to enter lies the treasure you seek." What is the symbolic cave you fear to enter? Auditions for the school play? Baseball tryouts? Love? Watch for this formula in books, movies, and TV shows you come.
Yeah, so here is where the ending actually is coming around. So in the ending, they kind of make like a way to make you remember what this whole talk is about. Maybe it's not the 11 events or patterns are not the most important part, but the most important part is to see if you can go ahead and experience this hero's journey in your own life. So that's what this talk wants you to remember. And they make it, quite an impact to see if you're able to actually step out, maybe out of your comfort zone to do something that you have never done. Okay? Now you know that a good structure includes an opening, bodies, and an ending. So in the next video, we're actually going to focus on the structure of a body, which includes main ideas and supporting details. Okay then? So see you soon in the next video. See ya!